the most mind-blowing AI use case you've seen so far. So AI is moving fast, and every week there's something new, from AI generating entire music albums to diagnosing diseases better than doctors. It's getting wild. I mean, I can go on WebMD and diagnose myself, all my underlying conditions. What's the most impressive or unexpected AI application you've come across? Let me know in the comments below what you've come across. I used it to analyze my daughter's x-rays and got the exact diagnosis the doc gave me 3 hours later. Kinda neat. You and the doc used the same AI. Probably what model they didn't state. What's this one? I wouldn't say it's unexpected, but having it spawn other agents to carry out individual aspects of an overall task. The potential there is scary. We keep hearing about AI agents. I have not investigated this enough. And look, they've actually, don't see how that's scary. What AI was this? Stately. I have not heard of Stately. I wonder if this is actually spawning AI agents or just giving you code for a script, that you're running. An AI agent is an autonomous entity that observes an environment, decides what to do based on its internal policy, and performs actions to... Yeah, okay. So that actually, I would agree with that. Something it's got like an overarching goal, and then it continuously does things to achieve that. This could be quite interesting to play with. Okay, it's using OpenAI, create agent, to do, add event schemas. Okay, I mean, I'm definitely going to investigate this. Has anyone used this? Creating an agent. Anyway, we're getting distracted, as always. That's what I do. So predictions in biotech and pharma are now truly impressive because of AI. So far, it has allowed for reduced testing phases in many clinical research studies. That's quite interesting. I don't know anything about biotech or pharma. Reducing testing phases, but I feel like this is more like, so there's not more regulations and stuff, but yeah, it would be interesting to see the implications of AI in science in general. I think that's always been something that's really interesting. Because I feel like a lot of science is guessing. You guess what you think it might be, and then you investigate it. And I think AIs will be able to just guess many things and then just do it. Self-driving cars, the ones in San Francisco, Phoenix, LA. It's quite interesting talking about self-driving cars. I feel like I never hear anyone talking about them anymore. People were quite hyped about them a few years ago, and now I feel like no one cares. I might be wrong. Man, AI is evolving at a crazy pace. One of the wildest things I've seen is AI creating realistic video game NPCs that can hold real conversations and remember past interactions, basically turning games into living worlds. Also, AI-generated courtroom defensive, that's next level crazy. Let's get back to the gaming thing. AI-generated courtroom defenses, that is crazy. Because it's following a law, I feel like AI would be a good... While it should be checked by people, I think definitely I can see how AI would be really useful in law for at least sort of doing an initial scan and telling, like, do you know what I mean? If you're a lawyer and you have some, like, evidence, like, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Let's just move away from that. The NPCs thing is great. I think AI in gaming is one of the things I'm, like, most excited for in AI. I like playing games like Civ. And honestly, the worst part about these games is the AI, right? The problem is when you're playing these games, the way they make it more difficult is usually by, giving them sort of bonuses and more health and stuff like that, rather than being more intelligent. I think what I'd like to see is AI being able to play any game intelligently. But it would also be interesting because I don't know how you make it like clever whilst also sort of controlling the difficulty. I think that'd be quite an interesting problem. Anyway. Did that, couldn't afford a lawyer, and it was just a speeding hearing. I wasn't okay with it because I couldn't provide evidence, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. EEG to video, and human to whale translation. What is EEG? EEG. Oh, okay. So electrical brain activity to video and human to whale translation. I mean, I would love to be able to talk to a whale. I could insert a joke there. I shan't. Chatting about dating, and it's giving me good ideas that allow me to think outside of the box and process my feelings better. Uploaded ISO 9001 to an LLM and asked questions about the standard. Yeah, so the second one thing, these are very specific, but this one is learning. I wouldn't say that's crazy. And chatting about dating, I mean, using it as a dating coach, again, I don't think that's too crazy either. You can use a ChatGPT as a therapist if you really want to, that's up to you. None of these feel crazy yet. Let's see. Nope. AI podcast hosts discover they are AIs. See, now that Sounds interesting. Actually, it's quite interesting. I had an idea for an AI podcast, but I'm too lazy to implement it at the moment. It's quite, you could do it quite easily, you know.
We always talk about, diving a topic.
Right.
Okay. I might have to watch this. That's quite weird. Demonstrating that math can be hard sometimes. Accelerating faster. Yeah, just sort of everything, I suppose. Google's DeepMind project is interesting. They layered an LLM on top of traditional robot control systems. This lets robots think through how to do things they weren't programmed to do, like fetching a bottle of water. Yeah, I think that's really cool. I've seen like I don't know if this is what they mean, but I've seen robots playing football or soccer, if you're in America, I suppose. Microsoft and OpenAI and other companies are also doing this. Some demos of Blender, Unity, MCP blew my mind a few days ago. Yeah, I've seen some. I think I did a video on my other channel using Claude with Blender. I didn't actually do it. I was just looking at something about using Claude for scene creation, essentially, which is quite cool because it will allow sort of anyone to make games or scenes. Counting letters in a word. Yeah. Okay, let's give them an upvote. How many letters in strawberry? Strawberry's a fruit. There are no letters in a strawberry. I read about a guy that trained an AI from his dead dad's old VHS and diaries and was able to hold some semblance of a conversation with him. Yeah, this is weird. How this could be a coping method for the orphans in the future. I want to train an AI. I think it would be cool if there was an AI trained on David Attenborough, and then I could just have him narrate everything. That would be amazing. Hold my beer while I get your loved ones back. I generated this with Sophos just by putting in the prompt, evil super hot chilies dancing. Is that crazy? I mean, I guess it's, some autonomous weapons certainly are mind-blowing. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Oh lord, why is it so long? -6 upvotes, downvotes. I guess, yeah. The artificial meta-intelligence is the zenith of superintelligent. Is used as directed butterfly effect. Was this written by an AI? Who knows? You good, bro? Are you referring to one particular? The way this is worded, it seems like a response from an existing LLM. That's sort of what I thought. Definitely protein folding. There was a story a while back about how an AI used for producing candidate medicines was modified as an experiment to purposely generate dangerous substances that are deadly to humans instead of avoiding them. The algorithm turned out, I think I read about this actually, found out 40,000 new potential dangerous compounds. AI creating hyper-realistic art and sculptures is wild. It's like a machine's legit artist. I don't know, because I don't think these are, I don't know about this. Nothing really blows my mind anymore with AI. It's really the mundane things that really satisfy me day to day. I took a picture of a bowl I wanted to replace and it found exactly what I wanted. I took a picture of a book and it had it count all the things for me. I told it about a project I wanted to do and it spec'd out the whole order for me. I took a picture of an error. I think this is like the right way of thinking about it. You know, I know on this channel sometimes we sort of a bit hyperbolic on AI and stuff, but honestly, it is good. You know, I know sometimes we're like a bit more negative, but you know, I used it at the weekend actually for a game I was coding, and it just allowed me to get so much more done than I could usually. And then I can sort of go back to the code. Like the code isn't great in my opinion, but like I can go back and change bits and, you know, improve the file structure and all of that stuff once it's in like a working state. So yeah, for me, I really love prototyping, but again, that is not a crazy application of AI. It's probably coding. And I think the obvious answer, that is the obvious answer. I think coding is what it's actually best at. So yeah, I guess this video is a bit shorter than usual. But let me know, you know, have you seen any mind-blowing AI use cases? Are there any? I don't know.